Hey everyone, we're
Hey!
back.
So
Oh,
tonight we have another wonderful episode of Kick Ass and Chew Bubblegum. Sadly, our normal crazy game master for this show is under the weather, so I'm taking over for the night. But don't mind you, we'll come up with something ridiculous. Uh, Throughout the evening, we're going to try to throw polls up to kind of change it up a little bit, let people vote and see where the players are going to be taken. There is no plan tonight. We're going to talk to our players, find out where they're coming from, and with the audience's help, come up with a quest. And we'll see where that goes from there. So I'm looking forward to it. Before we do anything, of course, our show and all of our episodes are thanks to our wonderful sponsors and our community. Our sponsors, of course, start out with the amazing GUI Cube out in Colorado. They do 5th edition full immersion box sets, and most of our stuff has been fantasy-wise has been ran in their world. Of course, we have our lovely Brina Luna, who does all of our artwork. We have Last Game Board, which is a digital display that can be controlled with things like Foundry, and that you can utilize both a online presence as well as a at tabletop or on the tabletop presence. We also have shoot, all of my notes are gone at the moment because I didn't have one ready. Give me 1 second. Where is this at? I did this last week too, and it kind of did not go. Let's see. I know it's in here. Of course, and last but not least, our current sponsor and main sponsor of the shows right now is Valorhood. They do amazing beard treatment, and you can find those guys over there at valorhoodco.com. So, while we're here, gonna let my players introduce themselves, kind of give you an idea of what we're gonna do. We'll go over the rules, and then we'll start telling our story. Once again, I don't know where the story's going tonight, but we'll come up with something, I promise. It's the wonderful wonders of improv. So first off, we'll start with Chad.
What's up, guys? It's Chad. I've been going to college for about 2, 3 years now. I'm in my prime. Always hanging out with the bros, getting wasted, having a great time. That's what we're here to do.
All right, and our college frat boy is going to be accompanied by who?
the name's Peralta, Jake Peralta. And while you may find me at the local diner called Terry's as the prime dishwasher, my main thing is that I like to go and solve crimes by being a crime scene investigator by night.
All right, so we have a college bro and a Batman wannabe, and I think this should be an interesting evening. I think this is what we're gonna do tonight. If it looks like we have a tie, so let me see here. So, as you all witnessed last episode, there is a place known as the theater in downtown New York City. And Chad, you and the bros decided to go just take the metro or take a bus up to New York City for the weekend, hang out, hit the scene life, drink the beers, and you got to take the train wherever you got to go, right? Jake, you are tracking currently a phenomenon within Times Square, specifically Central Station, and there's rumors that the last train of the night has a affinity to vanish, and you've heard people coming back it's kind of interesting because a lot of these people are the ones you see on the streets that are mumbling about weird things that they've seen and places they've been. And Chad, you've bumped into a few of them on your journey through here this weekend, thinking they're just drunk or on way too many drugs, one of the two. But Jake, you've been following this for a while now, and it has caught your attention, and you both are inside of the terminal station. It's almost midnight. So what are you two, what are your plans?
Oh man. Plans. Chad and his bros, we don't really have too many plans. We just kind of wing it.
You wing it. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, once we finish up with one bar and move on to the next.
So you don't really know where you're going. You're just hopping
Not
on
at
the
all.
train going to the next station trying to hopefully find a new bar.
Oh yeah.
So you swipe your card, the terminal opens, you go onto the train, and there you see Jake. And Jake, what do you look like?
I am dressed in the most ridiculous, like Sherlock Holmes type plaid outfit, trying to look the part of a crime scene investigator or detective. I've got one of the pipes that actually like blows bubbles instead of actual smoke, and so I'm like, and I'm carrying around with me my little dog. It's like one of those wiener dogs, and his name's Charles. And so I've got my dog Charles, my trusty partner in detective work.
Okay, and you and Charles are sitting there on the train, and it's weird because there's not many people, and there's about a dozen people max in this long train system, right? And you and the bros stumble on. It's been a night already for Chad and his bros. They've been drinking quite a bit. So as you stumble onto the train, you get to the point where you pull out a electronic device. Now you'd think this was a laptop, but it actually is kind of more of like one of those giant calculators that Jake can't really afford the laptop lifestyle yet. Paying
Like
too much for cable.
Scientific
What's
calculator type of thing.
Yeah. But he's got it like on his lap, like in his hand, and he's kind of looking over it, looking at you all. And as the doors shut, you hear the sound go off, and it says, next stop, Financial District. And as it does, the lights start to flicker. And the place starts to rumble.
This is it? Charles, I think we might be onto it.
How's that make you feel right now, Chad?
We're kind of wasted at the moment. I mean, we've probably already been to about 2 or 3 bars, and it's getting to past the peak of the night, so we're just kind of not even paying much attention to it at all. Probably this is normal.
All right. And a moment goes by where the lights just go completely out, right?
And you hear a squeal.
And then the dog barks, and you hear the bros, "Whoa, what's going on?" And the two of you are sitting there, and you hear, and then as the lights come back on, it's just the two of you sitting there.
Whoa! Where'd my bros go?
They seem to have vanished in some sort of mysterious blackness, taken by ninjas. That's it's prime ninja territory here. Here.
Ninjas. Okay.
I mean, didn't you hear? You heard that's like definitely ninjas.
Oh yeah, ninjas.
The doors They open up into into what looks like the bottom of a terminal in New York City. Do you guys get off or do you stay on?
Yeah, I think this is my stop. I'm just gonna walk off.
Just walk off.
Okay. I am looking for clues, and so I'll get off as well.
Get off as well. As you look around, you take a moment, and as you hear the train kind of, and the doors close behind you, and then it takes off down the railroad. The first thing you notice is the silence in this room, in this building. It's like the train, as soon as it fades away, everything else is just quiet. And out of nowhere, this man runs out. Whoa! Why are you here? You need to run.
We
They're
just
coming.
got here.
Who's coming? Who's coming?
The zombies, they're on their way.
Zombies and ninjas. Now this is a night. Wish the bros were here to see this.
As he looks, he points back, and you can see just a slew of people starting to come out of the shadows, running towards you in this frenzy.
Oh, this is real. I totally like break my voice. It's no longer like a deep husky voice. I'm like, this is real. Oh, shoot. I just start running.
All right.
So is there an
Charles-
escape route at all?
Charlie.
What's that? What's that, Chad?
Is there an escape route at all? Like, are we able to run back up to the surface, or?
Yeah, you can run up to the surface.
Okay.
All right. So you run up the stairs.
Yep, I'm stumbling up the
And-
stairs.
As soon as you do so, you come to an area of New York City that you've been to before in the financial district. However, everything is boarded up. Everything is in ruins. Some of the banks have literally collapsed and the walls have fallen out of them. And this guy goes, we must get shelter. If we don't, they'll get us all.
Did we time travel?
And he runs with you. I need both of you to give me a chew bubble gum.
Oh god, okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So for people watching, there are only 2 moves in this entire game. You can either kick ass or you can chew bubble gum. If you roll higher than your amount, which everybody starts out with 8, in chew bubble gum you fail. If you roll lower, then you succeed. And it's vice versa for kicking ass. So what did you guys get for chewing bubble gum?
Got a 6.
All
Rolled a
right.
1.
All right. So you are darting it. Like, you're running as fast as you can. You were a sprinter in your high school days. Not to mention the amount of people that you have pissed off being this undercover CSI person. You've had to run
Fake
away
one.
quite a bit.
Mhm.
Chad, running's not too bad for you, but the amount of alcohol you've drank has
Yep.
definitely slowed down your processor. So you guys both run into this building, and he slams this heavy metal door behind you. And all these locks are dropped. And he's like, quiet. Let them pass.
I let out a burp.
You hear, shh, enough. Must be quiet.
This is totally normal. This is cool. So, okay.
And he slides open this little window and he looks out. All right, they've passed. Now, who are you?
Chad.
Jake, Jake Peralta, crime scene investigator.
Okay, I don't know how you got here. The trains have been down for months. Why that one was running, I'm still concerned. But we're looking for a doctor in town, trying to find Dr. Phineas Ferb. That's who we're looking for.
I think I've heard of
And-
him before.
Strange person. Really, like, this wild hair, and but we've been told that he is using a specific type of animal as experiments to hopefully cure what is going on in this town, in the city. I don't know where you came from, but we're always looking for extra help. Now, I have a bunch of stuff here. If you need it, just grab. And you can see this warehouse is just anything that you would consider archaic in design has been like placed in this massive pile. So you've got bats, you've got fire extinguishers, you've got axe handles, anything under the sun that you can put together. And he's like, if you want to just take what you need, we need to go find Phineas Ferb.
Okay.
And you said there's like everything, like battle axes and all this stuff.
Yeah, like anything you can think of, like from multiple different eras of time. It's just they're just piled into this giant pile in the warehouse.
Do they got any belts to
Belts?
hold like ammo, axes, weapons, anything?
Yeah, I mean you've got
Okay.
just basic. You can find your cowboy belt if you need to, or there's some military gear there, but it's very old. And it looks like it's pretty torn up. But yeah, you can kind of piece together something if you're looking for a belt to hold some things.
Okay. I'm gonna find myself a belt that'll hold some throwing axes, and I'll fill up on some throwing axes, and then I'm gonna grab a few baseballs and a baseball bat.
I'll turn to the other guy. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. The throwing axes with a guy who seems pretty hammered. I'm gonna go and
He
grab
seems
like
fine.
2 katanas because I think that would
Okay.
be really cool. And I try to put them on my back, but then I realize how impractical it actually is, even though it looks cool on TV. I'm like, oh, wait, no, I can't get those quite on there.
Yep.
So I'll just like hold the 2 of them together, and then I'll find like a belt or something as well, and
You can
grab
tie them together so that you can hold the 2 on your waist.
yeah,
All right, sounds good.
get the 2 of them and try to look as ninja-like as I can.
Ninja like as you can.
And then
So you've got this Sherlock Holmes like full-blown duster outfit, the pipe sticking out of his mouth, and 2 katanas to the left side of him.
exactly.
All right, we got this. And then Chad's carried around. What did you grab, Chad?
I grabbed some throwing axes, some baseballs, and a baseball bat.
All right. So you can think of.
Do they
what
also
is,
have like the the replica lightsabers that aren't actually lightsabers, but
Yeah.
it's like if I can find one of those, I want to grab one of those too.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find one of those in there.
Okay.
It might be a little beat up, but you can find one. If you have to, you can kind of piece them together, make it look nicer. But all right, audience, this is where you kind of come into play. So you can start throwing ideas out. So they need to go find Dr. Phineas Ferb at a local hospital in town or a local science facility in town. Currently, they are surrounded by an enormous amount of zombies, and they're currently held up in a warehouse in Manhattan. So start throwing your ideas out, see who we can find. Maybe we can find some new allies, maybe we can find some help, maybe zombies will start doing weird things. I don't know, but we'll find out when the audience starts saying things. So you've gathered your things, you've prepared yourselves,
Yep.
and the guy standing near the door goes, "All right, I'll be here if you need anything, but I can't go out there anymore. I barely made it out last time. Now, if you can get to the dealership, you might be able to find a vehicle that can still run. And if you're looking for someone, Simon is there. He seems to, he's, last time we knew, he just kind of barred himself up in the dealership, specifically in the manager's room, and he's boarded it up completely. He's kind of a weird dude, but he's smart, and he can get you the keys you need to things. So I just wish you good luck. And it's down the road, just 2 streets down. Take a left. Simon's dealership should be right there on the left.
You got it.
Right, now go. And he like pushes you both out, and then grabs the door. You hear in the background. You're standing there now in what seems like early morning or late morning time in Manhattan, in this rundown version of it. And you can just see off in the distance just 1 or 2 zombies just kind of pacing around, lolling, trying to look for, just doing their thing. What do you guys want to do?
Phil, I think your mic's muted.
Yep, Phil, you're muted.
I'm like, okay, I got this. I can do this. We took those classes. Breathe. It's okay. And then I'm gonna like slowly start to creep toward the dealership.
Okay.
Slowly, but also like, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
I'm like darting back and forth from cover to cover, even though
That
like,
sounds like
zombies don't-
that sounds like a chew bubblegum roll. So let's roll some chew
okay.
bubblegum.
So I have to get lower than what I
You
got.
get
right?
lower than your 8.
Yep.
Because you haven't
Okay.
lost any bubblegum yet.
Oh no, I got a 9.
You got a
Ooh.
9, so you got to eat one of your bubblegum. So you eat one of
Okay.
your. And what is your bubblegum tonight?
My bubblegum tonight is homemade cookies.
Ooh, homemade cookies.
All
So
right.
he's going to eat his bubble gum. So he's going to go down to 7. And you get to a point where you kind of dart and you do a roll and you miss and you slam straight into one of those aluminum trash cans. And you make this loud just noise that echoes throughout the city. Chad, what are you doing at this point?
I'm just kind of following behind as he's leading.
So as he goes right into it, you see 2 of them, and they get this like lolling like jaw hanging off of them, and they start running straight at both of you.
I
are you
think
guys
we've
gonna
got
do?
some company.
I like pick myself up, dust myself off, pull out my lightsaber, and just light it up. And actually make the noise with my mouth. So I'm like, I
All
don't know
right.
if- so
I'm gonna
thing
wait
with
for it to get to me, and I'm gonna swing my baseball
All right.
bat
At this
at it.
time, we're gonna roll for initiative. So initiative simple. You just roll your D10. Whoever gets the lowest starts, and then it goes up from there. So I got a 2.
That's a 10.
8.
All right. So the 2 zombies, one is going to run straight at you, Chad, and it's going to dive on you and try to take a chunk into your shoulder. And it's a kick-ass roll, so I got to get under. So I got 2, which means I failed because I've got to get over my kick-ass or my over it. And then the second one's going to go after Teddy, or not Teddy, Jake. Teddy was the guy last week. After Jake Peralta, and he's going to try to tear your lightsaber apart. And that is a 10. So he's going to do that as he rips the lightsaber out of your hand and like smacks you with it. and you're going to take one more bubble gum for that hit.
Oh no, that's another bubble gum down.
Another bubble gum down.
All right, I gotta keep eating cookies. I'm gonna be eating cookies all night. All right.
All right.
As he
who
smacks
who
it
was
away.
next? I think you were next, Jake.
Okay. As he smacks it away, I'm going to like put my hand into my sleeve, kind of like a Luke moment where he gets his lightsaber cut off. I'm like, ah. And then I'll take out my katana and just
Slice him in half.
Yeah.
All right. It's a kick-ass roll. So anything over a 6.
That's a 2.
2. So
Oh, no.
as you draw this katana, you realize it's this kind of like the ones you buy from Walmart, where you pull it out, and as you pull it out, it catches on the sheath, and the plastic rips from the hilt, and you fling the hilt out, and the zombie just kind of looks at you weird, and that's gonna be another bubble gum from you. So you're 3 down.
All right.
Currently. All right. And Chad, what are we doing?
Yep, as it tries to go for me, and I just kind of stumble drunkenly out of the way. I'm just gonna back up a little bit. Hold on now a minute. I think we can figure this one out. All right. No need to get too hasty here.
So you're gonna talk to the zombie?
Yep, I'm talking to the
All right.
zombie.
Then roll me a chew bubblegum roll, please.
I'm gonna try and confuse him to leave us alone. Oh, that's a 10.
All right.
get me
So
up.
as you try to confuse him, the zombie is not getting any sort of nervous, like he's not changing his mind. He's swinging at you again. We're gonna see what happens. That's a 9 for me this time. So you guys roll again for your initiative.
Let's see what I got.
Lower the
8.
better. All right. So Chad, you're back up again.
Yep. All right, I think I'm gonna try and confront this dude as he tries to come back for me, and he is not having my shenanigans. So I'm
Nope.
gonna just lunge at him with my bat.
All right.
That's a 5.
Nope.
Nope.
So as you swing wildly, it's like you swung, but you swung high because you were just kind of like doing one of those,
Mhm.
and it goes right over top of him, and you stumble back a little bit and trip and kind of fall down. So take another, took your
Mhm.
another, and then we're going to Jake.
I am going to try to pull out my second katana and see if it's a real one,
All right.
and try to lop its head
And
off
try to
again.
all right.
That's a 2.
Yeah. This one is, but it almost catches you off guard. You draw the katana, and as you see the metal, you kind of freak out for a second and fling it and just throw it away.
Like, whoa.
All right. First one's going to come after you, Jake, with a 4, so it's going to miss. And Chad, this one's going to jump right as you fell down. It's going to jump on you, and it's going to bite into you.
Ooh.
And it's going to tear a piece of skin off of your arm, off of that bicep of yours. And yeah, so you're going to take a piece of bubble gum from that.
Yep.
All right. Last round. See what happens.
All right, initiative roll again.
Mhm.
Yep. Mission 1. Yep. 5 for me.
5.
Wow, got a 10.
All right. You have less bubblegum than I do, so you go first, Jake.
All right.
So you're out of, both katanas have been, one is broken, one is thrown, but there's no rules in this game, so come up with anything crazy.
All right, I'm gonna stare at the zombie and go, "This is New York," and I'm gonna like Sparta kick him away.
All right, give me a kick-ass roll.
Oh, that's a 6.
And you have how many left?
5.
Nice.
All right. So as you Spartan kick him, you actually like the zombie trips and the head lowers, and you Spartan kick the head like across the field in one hit. Just and the head goes flying. All right.
I'm surprised at myself. I'm like, oh,
You like stumble back, all like wide-eyed and confused, but yeah, you got him. The next one's gonna bite at you, Chad. A 3, so he's gonna miss. What are you gonna do to get him off of you?
After I get a nice bite to the bicep, I'm just gonna be, my guns, I need those, and I'm just gonna shove them off. It's time to play ball, and I'm gonna ready my bat.
All right, you're just gonna ready it.
Mm-hmm.
All
I mean,
right.
if it's my turn, then I'm gonna swing. But
yeah, it's your turn. You can swing.
okay, yeah, then I'm gonna swing for the head. That's a 4. That misses. I got 5.
Yep. Yep. You feel that singe of pain as you get ready to swing the bat, and you're like, "Oh, my bicep, my guns!" And as you guys are as the zombie is about to lunge at you one more time, you hear the screeching sound of wheels coming from the distance as you look down the street, and there's a street taco truck barreling towards you with Dos Bros on the top of it inside the taco, and it comes in this screech, slams into the zombie. The zombie goes slamming into the wall, and he goes, "Yo, bros, get in. Let's get out of here."
I'm like, oh, good. I'm like, where's my sword? Where's my sword? Where's my sword? Where's my sword? I'm like fumbling around trying to find the sword that I threw away.
That sounds like a chew bubblegum roll.
So I gotta get low, right?
You gotta get, you gotta get low.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, your sword is gone.
All right.
But he slides over and he kind of like, he's like, "Come on, bros, let's go."
I knew the bros wouldn't let me down. I'm hopping in.
He like grabs you and like pulls you both in, and you can see it's like 3 of your mates from college and these two guys in full-blown aprons. The aprons are covered in blood though. And they're like, "Yo, SA, hey, welcome. We're here to help. Your bros over here said that you were going to be that they were taken, and we were really lucky because we found them right before they were bitten and eaten. So we grabbed them."
Yeah, I heard something about ninjas.
I know nothing about
It's
no
a
ninjas.
wild time.
And I'll look over and I'll see your arm. I'm like, whoa.
It's just a flesh wound. It'll be all right. And I'm just gonna pull a flask out of my pocket and just start chugging.
And at this moment, I'm wishing I had the katana to just lop that arm off.
Think it.
Mhm.
All right. So you're now inside Dos Bros Tacos street truck, a street taco truck, and your bros are here from the college. These two, the 2 people who run Dos Bros is in there, and you can watch because they've got these giant like taco cannons out the side of the door where you would normally serve stuff. He's got these giant cannons that are connected to pipes of steaming hot refried beans and taco meat, and that's what they're prepping for if they need it. You can also see they've built this weird looking contraption that almost looks like a CD dispenser, and they're sliding extremely crusted like stale corn taco shells that they're sliding into them, and they're using those as ways to dismiss
Awesome.
zombies as well.
All right, bros, we gotta go find Dr. Phineas Ferb.
Dr. Phineas Ferb.
Yeah,
Bro,
the
that
guy we
sounds
watched
cool.
videos of in middle school.
Bro, I remember that. We were so drunk. That was after what was that class we took? I don't matter. Anyway,
That
let's go
don't
find
matter.
this
Fist
Phineas
bump.
Ferb. Let's do it. Fist bump. You feel completely out of sorts, Jake. And this is
defenseless because I have no weapons.
this is kind of like the bros that you see in all the college movies where after they do the fist bump, it's like 7 more motions that kick off to the bro handshake. And finally they like rub elbows and they're like, yeah, and they dart off. So as you peel rubber out of this area, heading down the street, we know where Phineas Ferb's at. The downfall is it's surrounded by zombies.
Oh, we
So-
got him. We can take him.
All right, let's do this.
I'm locked and loaded. And I'm just going to
You're
point to
loaded?
my...
You brought alcohol? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to hand him my flask.
He drinks it too. We got some Dos Equis in the back too. You know.
Oh, Dos Equis. Yeah.
All right. So as you are barreling down the streets of rundown New York City, heading off to the large hospital / scientific laboratory, you're going to notice that we're going to do a. Let's find out what happens. I'm going to do it. Oh. So you guys get about 2-3 blocks down, and all of a sudden you all slam into something. You don't know what happens, but you all fly to the front of Dos Bros Tacos street truck, and you all slam into the wall there as it comes to a screeching halt. Hey, is everybody all right?
I feel
lost my
great.
retainer.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. We hit a median. We were trying to take a turn too sharp.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to do this on foot.
I got
We gotta
2 of
get new
those.
wheels. We gotta get new wheels.
I think we
Now,
can
Armando
find some.
Hopefully we can find Armando. He got good wheels.
Armando, let's do it.
All right. So they like grab those 2 giant like cannons, and the Dos Tacos owners like strap them against like their back like backpacks, and they take these 2 giant cannons. One's filled with refried beans, and one's with hot taco meat. And then they load like a half a dozen stale taco shells and put them into like a holster on their hip. And if you could think of Rambo just with Mexican taco food, and it's kind of what these 2 guys look like. And they take kind of like what looks like really, really old guacamole and do the whole like war paint lines. All right, let's do this.
Now that's what we
they,
call
like,
badass
kick the-
mofo. Let's
Kick
go.
open the door like they know what's going on with 2 guns held out wild, and they're just, all right, let's do this.
I miss Charlie. I just follow.
Is that your boyfriend, husband, fiance?
It's my best friend. My trusty companion, my wild dog, Charlie.
Did you lose him?
You didn't see him on the train. He was with me. Now he's gone.
Oh no, I wasn't paying any attention on the train.
We need to find my dog. I'm lost without him.
Maybe he's at Armando's.
Hopefully. And I'll look
It-
around nervously because I have no weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, here, you take this. And they hand the Dos Bros give you like what looks like a meat tenderizer and a rolling pin. and hand them both to you. And they're like, you take these. I hope you I hope you know how to use them. But and then they jump out and they're looking around and they're looking to, okay, so Armando's is about 2 blocks that way and to the left. Hopefully we find him. He's a kind of a scrapper. He usually just steals cars, but hopefully he's got wheels that we can borrow.
Yeah,
You know,
lead the way.
We got needs right now. So
Right behind you.
All right. So as y'all are heading this way towards Armando's, I'm gonna need another. I need to know how you guys are doing this. Are y'all like single file in it? Are we doing the whole serpentine, like going between trash cans and trash cans? Are you guys just marching down? Like, what's the plan?
Oh yeah, I'm just following my bros.
Just following the bros. Okay.
And I'm hiding behind all of them because they're bigger than me.
Yeah, this is like the full blown like frat guys who got the full football scholarships, and they just they peaked, and then they're kind of on the downhill now because they've been drinking too much. But they're still good enough at sports, so they're staying on at the moment. So they're all loaded, they're all jacked, and there's Jake here kind of hiding behind quietly. Jake, you do notice as you kind of like forgot about it, but you have a trusty pistol that sits on your hip that you carried around that you got from your the last CSI like investigation you did, but you've been too scared to use it, but you have it just in case. So if you ever get through that fear, you might need it if it comes down to it. But you guys are traveling, you get down into the shady portion, and you say shady, but like it just seems darker here. All the street lights are kind of broken, and you hear the grumbling of 2 or 3 of the zombies nearby just kind of making their weird moans. And you see in bright neon lights Armando's scrap shop. Like, if you could have something like this in downtown New York City, it would be a flag for every single cop ever. But where you're at right now, it just says Armando's, and then underneath it in really small lettering, it says scrap shop. But in like the
Perfect.
1950s neon look.
Perfect.
So this is where we can find Armando here. Yeah. All right, bros. We got you here. Let's go find us a new truck.
I'm for it.
You walk up to this completely ironed door that doesn't seem to fit the building at all. And he pounds on it 3 times, and the door shade opens up, and he goes, "Hey, who are you?"
It's Chad.
"I don't know no Chad."
We're with the
Why
Dos
are you
Bros
here?
Tacos.
"I love Dos Bros Tacos."
Yeah, we
How
need
can
some
we
new
help you?
wheels. They kind of
Yeah.
trashed the truck.
They need new wheels. It's the Dos Bros Tacos. And you hear like this really strange, like very high pitched voice in the background. "Send them in." And you walk in, and you can see this place is like Mad Max meets the junk, like the thrift store. So they've taken vehicles that have not ever ran and started putting them back together to make something run. So if anybody's ever played the old games Twisted Metal, we're kind of looking at that perspective. And these 2 giant rolled like garage door sit in the back end where you could see that that's where they kind of bring the cars in and out of. And he goes, hey, oh, come here. You too.
I'll stumble up.
I take off my jacket. I'm just wearing like a white tank top. And I'll kind of walk over as macho as I can.
I know the Dos Bros Tacos, but I don't know you two. Who are you?
Chad.
Chad, do you have a last name? Chad.
It
are
don't
you here?
matter. We're here for Dr. Phineas Ferb. We need to find him so we can get a cure to the craziness going on here, huh?
I don't know no Phineas Ferb. You, man with the... What is that? Do you have a tank top on?
I do. The name's John McClane. And I'm here to find Phineas Ferb.
All right, you do with this Phineas Ferb stuff. You know, I thought that he was bringing good people, but you seem weird. Who is this Phineas Ferb?
Apparently he's some scientist that's been finding a cure to zombies or something, man.
Oh, there's weird people out there? I thought they were just on drugs.
They might be. They might be.
Every time they come to my store, they try to open my doors. I just smack them in the head with a stick. They go away.
Do you have any more of these sticks?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch over there.
and you can see it's not like sticks. It's they've dissected a vehicle and taken like these any sort of like long metal pipes, and they've just got a pile of them over in the end. And if you get closer, you notice that most of them have been extremely used. They've got dents in them. They've got blood all over them. It's just not a pretty picture.
Now, you tell me that you're here to find the cure for these freaks out there.
Yeah.
The weirdos.
Yeah.
And what do you come to Armando's for?
We need some wheels so we can get there.
What is in it for Armando?
That's a great question. Dos Bros Tacos didn't tell me that one.
Yeah.
Maybe we get rid of those weirdos out front so you don't have to smack them with a stick anymore.
I don't like you. I don't like your face.
What about some alcohol? You like some tequila?
Roll me a chew bubble gum.
Come on, low numbers. That's a 1.
Okay. I take your tequila.
I'll hand him my flask.
Takes the flask. Puts it next to him.
I've got a few vehicles over there. You're welcome to look through what you have. Anything on that rack over there? We'll put 4 wheels on it and we'll get it out the door. You pick.
Anything with a V8.
You're kind of pricey, my friend. I'll make you a deal.
We gotta get there fast, don't we?
If you bring this back, and you bring me Dr. Phineas Ferb, when you come back with my wheels, if there's no dents on them, I won't break your legs.
Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
Yeah. If not, I'll have Rufus over here. He'll break your legs.
You see Rufus is this giant dude just kind of crack his knuckles. Got it, boss.
All right. Let's get those wheels.
Get these guys some wheels. Get them out of my shop. You two. 2 bean burritos. On the stat.
And Rufus walks you over to a set of vehicles. Chat, you're welcome to give us an idea of what vehicles they're seeing. Otherwise, I'm going to let the team here decide on what vehicle they're picking up. So what vehicle are you looking for, Chad?
We're going for the most Chad vehicle everyone knows.
All right, what's that?
We're talking like a 5.0 Mustang GT from like 06 to 2014.
Like the box Mustang?
Yep. That's what we're looking for.
All right, so Armando told me they're supposed to let you pick your vehicles and help you with any sort of modifications. I don't have what you're looking for, but we have something that might help. And he takes you in the back, and you see a large 2002 Ford Suburban with extra metal plating on all sides of the chassis in the back, and these giant spikes sitting in the front of them. What looks like almost like a meat grater just sticking out in the front on the grill. It should allow you to at least bring your bring back Dr. Phineas Ferb without any sort of issues. And that way I don't have to break your knees.
Yeah, I think that's a good option. We'll take it.
He throws you the keys. So who's driving?
You know how to drive?
Drive.
All right.
All right. So as they open up, you hear the chains start to clink as the guys are, and as the doors are opening, and you hit the gas and you fly out of Armando's down the road.
And I yell out, "Yippee-ki-yay!"
And as you do, you hit the first like pothole in the road and just start driving down the road. And as you do, you notice the sounds of these wheels just screeching. Chad looks out I'm guessing, are you in the back, Chad, or are you in the passenger?
I figured I'd just hop in the passenger seat.
All right, so you're sitting in the passenger seat. You look out the window to the left of, or to the right of you, and you just see herds of zombies just piling out of homes and buildings and streets and just start heading towards you. And it's the worst case situation right now is they're just all starting to head in your direction, like in this like flood. But you're barreling down the road, just flying down as fast as you can, and you can see ahead of you this massive compound that stands like concrete walls have been climbed up probably 20 feet high. You can see posts on all ends with what looks like strange alienoid looking people on it with these gas masks on and these massive rifles as you're barreling towards what looks like a post to get in the building. So what do you guys want to do?
I turn over to Chad and I say, well, technically speaking, he said not to dent the wheels. So if we just keep driving, we will be fine. Right?
I do like a good loophole.
But I just head straight for the gate, honking the horn, as hoping that they open the door. But if they don't, I'm just plowing right through.
Okay. So if you're going to plow right through, give me a kick-ass roll.
Okay. It's got to be higher than a 5, right?
Yeah.
A 10.
Hey.
Yeah. So you hit this thing and just boom, and the whole thing flies open, and you slide into the compound, and you can just hear the sirens going off everywhere as these zombies are going in right behind you, and you just hear the gunfire of machine guns just straight into these zombies. They're being mowed down left and right. Now, as you guys look, as you hit the post and go through, you're immediately halted by these barriers, and you can see 4 guys on each side with military rifles heading your direction. What do you guys want to do?
Ooh, I'm just gonna hold my hands up and, ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
That's all, you're just holding hands?
Yep.
All right. As they get ready to get closer and closer, are you doing anything, or are you doing the same thing, Jake?
I'm not having my hands up, but I'm not like looking threatening. I'll be like, we're here for Phineas Ferb.
They turn, they look a little bit. You're here for a cartoon character?
And I look over at Chad. I'm like, we heard the name right? Is that
Yeah,
the-
no, that's the name that we were told. We were told to
Yeah.
come find Dr. Phineas Ferb.
And then I'll double down even louder. Yes, we're here for Phineas Ferb.
All right. Yeah, can you please exit the vehicle right now, and we'll talk about this inside.
Yeah, I'll hop out the
Okay.
vehicle.
Mhm.
Right. Immediately, as you both pull out of the vehicle, you're both pushed to the ground, like face forward, laying on the ground.
Hey, buy me dinner first.
Do you know who you're dealing with? I'm John McClane for the NYPD.
Never heard of him. Anyways, cuff them. We'll take them inside. Figure out what they know. If they're useful, we'll keep them. If not, just throw them out to the back. Hi, Captain. And you both are handcuffed. You're taken through what seems to be double doors that slide open and into a secure facility where you're placed into a holding cell. And a gentleman walks in with this, like, very ostentatious beret kind of folded to the side. He's got full military garb on, medals to the, like, racks upon racks of metal. And he walks in, he goes, "My name is Colonel Arthur McJervison, and I'm here to find out why you're here."
We already said that.
Now, you mentioned you're looking for a doctor.
Yeah.
How do you know there's a doctor here? This is a government facility.
We
Well,
were
I
told
mean,
by a shady guy in the subway, told us to come here and find Phineas Ferb.
he said he was working on some sort of fix for these zombie dudes.
Fix for the zombies. Now, I don't know where you're coming from, and you seem to be
Coming from the subway.
how? That subway's been shut down for about 6 months now.
I don't know. We rode it here. Lights went off. Ninjas happened or something. And here we are.
Wait. First, we're talking about you've coming here. You're unarmed. It's not to intrude on your intelligence, but uneducated, and have no military background into a military facility. And you're telling me that you came into us from a subway that has not been running for 6 months?
Got that right.
I mean, technically speaking, it was running this morning.
Who are you people?
Chad.
I'm going to keep my ruse up. John McClane, NYPD.
Roll me a chew bubble gum to try to convince this dude that you guys are telling the truth.
Low numbers.
Oh, no.
That's a 9.
9.
don't believe a lick of what you're saying. However, there's a strange possibility that you might be telling the truth. I can't make that decision off my own. We'll take you to our investigator, and hopefully they can find out more.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You're gonna have to stay here for the evening, though, and I apologize for the where you'll be staying. Not really the best place, but we don't really have much more room, so you have to stay with the rest of the soldiers down in the basement. And we'll come back to this conversation about this strange subway that's running that hasn't been running in 6 months in a moment.
Got any nachos?
Really?
Oh yeah, I can go for some nachos right now.
Knew I shouldn't have offered to join this battalion.
Actually,
Anyway.
I could probably go for some nachos too.
You want some nachos too?
We'll have some of
I
the
can go for some
soldiers.
nachos.
All three of
We'll
us
have a
can go
soldier
for some
give you
nachos.
Something that it'll nourish you. It's not no nachos, but it goes well when you in the time of need.
Is it yogurt? I'm lactose intolerant.
I don't think we do yogurt in those things. I don't know. Let's go look. And he heads over to a large box, and he pulls out a green like a green bag, and throws one at each of you. And he says, "All right, everything you need to nourish yourselves will be in this box. So get some rest. I'm gonna go find out what the hell is going on here, and don't get in trouble. I'd hate to have to shoot you." And he walks out.
I'm gonna pull out my backup flask of questionable liquor and start drinking it.
All right. And for people who don't know what these things are, these are MREs. They're a box of random assortments of things that can be used in war times where there's, where there's no actual good food. It can be heated up with these little Bunsen burners that they come with, and you both are given the meatball lasagna.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
MRE
no
14.
nachos, but it's good.
It's not nachos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to town on it.
So you are kept in this holding cell. You're both fed. Is there anything you guys want to do before he returns?
No, I'm just eating my meatball lasagna, the apple turnover, figure out the powder drink.
I eat it all and then I realize, does this have cheese in it?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get stocked up real good.
It was like, oh. Yeah, a little toot come out.
Eat my peanut butter crackers.
Yep. All right. So about an hour or so go by. He goes, "All right." The door opens up. He goes, "Okay. Everything checks out. Strangely enough, we'll take you to the 5th floor, introduce you to the team, and hopefully you know what the heck's going on here."
Sounds good. By the way, do you have any Imodium or gravel or Tums even?
Don't think so. I'll take you to the medical hold and after we speak with the captain and the scientists.
I've heard that caffeine gum that comes in the MRE helps a whole lot.
And I'll just
Chew on the caffeine gum.
Mhm.
All right. So as you're heading over to an elevator, you can see the lights flicker, and he goes, "Oh, the lights can't go out again already today. It's the second time this week. The generator's going to give out anytime soon."
That doesn't sound good.
Have you tried hitting it with a bat?
Yeah, it works.
No. Are you going to hit it with the bat?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with a bat.
All right, hit it with the bat. Give me a kick-ass roll.
Alrighty. That's a 5, and my gum is 3.
All right. So you whack it and you hear "Whoop," like charged up somehow. Huh. You know, there's
Sometimes
a
you just
Marine
gotta
here.
give it a good whack, put it in its place. That generator doesn't run you.
Right. Hits the
Says my
button,
friend the Batman.
and all of a sudden the thing goes. It starts climbing. The elevator starts heading up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth floor, it stops, opens up. You can see this place is completely sanitized. Everybody's walking around in white, like hazmat suits. And you see one of them kind of standing there as he steps out. He goes, "Proceed to chamber 1 for sanitization."
I just started looking
Not
around
this
for the words of
again.
Chamber 1.
They just bring you into this small area that's been zipped off, and they unzip it and they pull you in. Please remove all garments and prepare to be sanitized.
Hey,
And you can see
whoa! I didn't sign up for this.
you see the colonel even like once again. I can take off this outfit. He goes down to literally what looks like a pair of gym shorts. You can see he was not ready for this, so they're his smiley face boxers. Yeah.
Yeah, just stay away from my butthole, all right?
They pull out this these two guys kind of walk in from the other side in these white hazmats with what looks like giant like garden sprayers for pesticide. I
I'm
apologize
actually
for
wearing the
this.
same boxers as him, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, good taste.
Right. I hate this part. And he kind of puts his hands over his head, and this thing just like a freaking hose that you get from a water, like a car wash, and he's sprayed down from head to toe. I hate procedures sometimes. And then all of a sudden, this cold, like fully sanitized liquid just hits the skin of both of you, and it just freezes you to the bone for about 30 seconds as it's being sprayed up and down both sides.
Woo, that'll make you limp.
Oh, all right. Can we get our suits now? I really don't want to stand here in my boxers with these fools. Coming,
You got a
Colonel.
problem with us? You got a problem with us and our boxers?
It's not where I really want to be, standing around with two other dudes and boxers in a small facility. Did enough of this at boot camp. I don't need to do it anymore. It's been many years. Anyway, and he gets like this, like they're like lab coats, but they go all the way around and they zip up in the front. And then you're both handed them as well. You're given what looks like shower booties, where you can walk in and you walk out as they unzip, and they all walk back out into this sanitized facility. And you're walked into a room where two people are standing, both in the full white suits, and you can see a assortment of cages of these small pink mole rats, just lined from left to right, and about 40 of them, different cages. Now I'm here to introduce you to lead scientist and current project owner, Dr. Phineas Ferb. Well, hello. It's wonderful to meet you both. Now, I've been
Dr.
told that
Ferb?
you know who I was.
Oh, yeah. I know all about you.
I don't know how, but I'm curious. If you know about me and you know about the project, why are you here?
We were told by the guy in the tube to come and find you.
The guy in the tube.
Guy in the tube. You two are the strangest people I've heard of.
Yeah, we came in on the subway, got off. Some dude came running towards us and said we gotta run from some zombies or something. And then
So you
he
weren't
brought us
kidding.
back.
You literally
his-
said you told us you were running
Yeah.
from zombies.
Oh yeah.
Who knew? What is that you have in your hand?
Me?
Yeah, you. That flask.
I don't know.
Where did you get it?
My back pocket.
Can I see it?
Oh, you want a taste?
And they reach out, looks at it, flips it over.
I don't know where you're from. But that makes sense. X plus 2 equals y squared minus 4.
And he looks over and you can see there's a gap in an equation that's sitting on a board to the right of you. Pulls out a syringe and sticks it into the bottle and pulls it out and hands you back your flask.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Everybody wants this. Maybe I should try some.
What happened to your arm?
Oh, one of those zombie dudes bit me.
And you didn't get sick.
Not yet.
1 second.
And they like dart off to like the mole rat crew and just injects that syringe into one of them. And you immediately see this ravage, like foaming at the mouth mole rat go to a docile, clean colored pink mole rat that sits there on and just kind of
That's it. That's what we were looking for. You had it in a flask.
You were looking for some alcohol? I was too.
We need this downstairs. Pronto. Colonel, please take that equation, take it down to the labs, and have them mass produce that in a liquid or a gaseous spray form.
right, doctor. And he like repencils all of the notes down and heads downstairs out of the way.
You don't understand. You literally had the ending of the equation. Something we've been working on for months. And you said you came out of the subway station?
Yeah. Yeah, I was out clubbing with my bros.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I'm
Chad.
really happy that you I heard that, Chad. All right. So we'll take care of it from here, and you all have been, in all honesty, probably the best people to see unexpectedly. Still very confused.
And they sit down and pencil through some more notes and write things down. And the other scientists are going to now kind of walk up and start cheering and getting excited. They're popping champagne bottles in the sanitization room. They're pouring glasses for each of you, and they're cheering. They're popping off their hoods, and you're seeing just a slew of very just tired looking individuals. I mean, they've all got these giant dark bags under their eyes. They look exhausted, bloodshot red eyelids or eyes, and they're all just have these giant smiles on their face from finding this cure finally. And you're each given your drinks.
I'm like, are these zombies? Or, yeah. No, they're good. Okay, they're good people.
Yeah, and they pour you both drinks, and you hear as you guys are pouring drinks, you hear the alarm go off, and you're like,
Oh, that's that noise that we saw when we first crashed through the gate. Oh,
and you hear on the intercom system,
I think that's a bad thing.
breach in level 1, lockdown procedures activate. Breach in level 1, lockdown procedures activate, and it just continues to
Yeah.
And about that moment, the lights go out, and it starts to every like fourth light starts to flicker dimly, but it doesn't seem to come back fully.
Cool. It's okay. It's cool.
So now we need to get down to the lab. If they can't get the lab running, then we can't get the activation of this serum out, and then we're all dead. You two have to find a way to get this power back on.
Well, he's immune, so I vote him going. And
And she hands both of you a Glock pistol. I hope you know how to use this.
Do I still have my weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sold my other pistol too. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you have your other pistol
dual
too.
wield.
Yeah, you're dual wielding that.
And I'll say it, Chad. To be honest, I just got this yesterday and I haven't gotten my training on it yet. But it's okay. I've watched Die Hard.
Oh. I wish you both luck. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that the rest of us head to the lab, and hopefully we can keep whatever is trying to get in out until you can get the power back on. So if you take the stairwell down, we're going to have to go into the basement, and you need to get that generator back on. We need to know what's going on.
I'll turn over to Chad. All right, Batman, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go beat up another generator.
All right. So you are escorted to the 9th level stairwell. The door's kicked open. You can see flickering lights throughout it. And you head down. So I need each of you to roll me your chew bubblegum roll.
Alrighty. This
See
is
how
going to go very
how
not well
quiet
at all.
you are.
Well, I'm heading
Oh.
down.
That matches my bubblegum.
Okay.
That's a 5,
And how much bubblegum do you have left?
4.
Oh, so you can
I'm like
choose.
parkour. I'm like Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I'm like parkour, and I'm like,
Yeah, so you kind of do that weird thing that you see where you kind of hop over the railing and to go farther down, and as you do, you hear just against the metal stairs. And as you do, floor below you, you hear the door just smack against the wall as as 2 more zombies charge in, heading towards you. What do you guys want to do?
I am going to grab one of my throwing axes and throw it at him.
All right, so let's roll.
That's a 5.
Ah, son of a! I dropped my 10. I need a new 10. I threw my 10 out of my cup. All right, let's get a new one. I got a 6.
I got a 5.
And what'd you get, Chad?
5.
All right, so you two can choose who wants to go first.
I can go first if I'm already ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Throw your
Yep.
throwing axe.
I'm gonna toss my throwing axe.
All right. So kick ass.
That's a 4, and I have 3 gum.
So you it sticks into his side, like the side of him, and he still starts running at you. Doesn't seem to have fully affected him.
Alrighty,
Um,
alrighty.
What are you gonna do, Jake?
All right, I've got my 2 pistols out. I'm like, eat lead.
You start
And,
pulling triggers.
Yep, I got 9.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
no, you just. It's like you unload an entire 2 full. Oh crap! My brain stopped
Mags.
for a moment.
Nice.
It mags into him. Yeah. Strangely enough, though, you feel like there was more. Like you just keep going until this thing just zombies just doing one of these things and then just drops down dead. And you look down and you're like, I swore I just fired like 15 shots each. This thing still feels heavy.
I don't know how to check the mag. I'm like, I'm
I'm just gonna fire again. When
Yeah,
that
that's
happens.
fine.
All right, the one, so that one kind of falls down, rolls down the stairs. The second one's gonna come at. Let's see, it's gonna go after Chad.
Alright.
He got a 6, so he only has 5, so he's gonna bite into you.
Alright.
He's
Another
actually
bite.
not gonna bite into you. He's going to like scratch you with these like long fingernails, and it catches against your old high school Leatherman jacket and scrapes through it. So you get these giant gash marks through your Leatherman jacket now.
Okay.
So you take your. All right, you roll again.
I'm just like, Chad, it's okay. You can do this. It's just a scratch.
I got a 4.
3.
I got a 5. All right. What are we doing, Jake?
All right, the zombie that's right in front of Chad. I've got my like guns right over your shoulder, Chad, and I'm just like laying into him.
All right, shoot again.
That's a 1.
Yeah. As you get ready to fire this time, you realize there's no more bullets. You're like,
I'm yelling anyway. I'm like, "Rah!"
You're like, ga, 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 ga. I will say though, since he was fighting Chad in the first place, I won't say you have to take a bubble gum away from that one. But Chad, you're up.
Alrighty. Not the Letterman jacket! I'm gonna just shove him off and hit him in the face with a baseball bat.
All right.
That's a 10.
Oh yeah. How does that look, Chad? Because that's like the hardest you could hit him. What did you do here?
Yep. So I kicked him off of me, so I got just bat's length distance. Wind up and home run.
Yeah, so you realize that why Chad's Leatherman jacket is so important is Chad was a lead high school baseball player, and he just took all of his knowledge from baseball, turned properly, and just crack against the head. And you watch as the head flies off, the jaws hanging open as it just kind of into the wall, smack, squish. And you guys dart down the stairs,
Yep, down the stairs.
as fast as you can, getting down to the cellar. And you can hear as you climb, you hit stairs going down. Doors are flying open above you as zombies are pouring into the stairwell. And quickly, you guys get down to the cellar, throw the door open, slam the door shut behind you, and you're in a dark cellar. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna
lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my pocket for a cell phone.
Okay, that sounds like a chew bubblegum roll.
Oh God. Come on, give me a 1, give me a 1, give me a 1. No, that's a 10.
Yeah. So when you say you're checking your pockets, you're like rifling through your pockets. You actually go so hard in one of your pockets that your finger actually like pokes the hole through the pocket, and you're like, that. But yeah, no, you're definitely gonna lose your bubble gum for that one.
Dang.
What are you doing, Jake?
We need lights.
I'm looking for a light switch.
You're looking for a light switch. That sounds like a chew bubblegum roll.
Okay. That's a 10.
Yeah. You stumble around in the complete pitch darkness, looking for a light switch, and instead you kind of hit something and you feel your hand kind of slip into some sort of liquid, and you don't know what it is yet because you can't see it.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys, neither one of you bared the door. So the door is, you
I'm
can
like,
hear the
please don't be a
zombies
toilet.
coming
Please don't be a toilet.
downstairs. Do you guys want to try to bar the door shut? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Zombies are
like,
coming.
oh, we should probably lock the door. I'll pull
sure.
my hand out of whatever it was.
I'm gonna walk back over to the. I guess I didn't even move from the door, but I'm gonna pull out another one of my throwing axes and just bash it into the door and walls to try and keep it shut.
That sounds like a kick-ass roll.
That's a 7.
7. So yeah, you slammed the thing in to kind of jar it closed as you're waiting for Jake to try to figure out the next step, like, and you're holding, bracing against the door. So Jake, it's up to you. You got to go find that. How are you going to find the generator?
All right. Then I realized that I normally keep a flashlight on me, like one of those big ones that the cops use.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to reach on my belt and see if it's there.
Okay. See if you can chew bubblegum.
That's a 4. I have 4 left. So
Okay.
is that,
So you can choose to either fail it or you can eat bubblegum to succeed.
I'm gonna eat bubblegum to succeed.
All right. So as you you find your flashlight, and it's this extremely ostentatious, like big mall cop looking flashlight, and you turn the sucker on, and you can now see a assortment of wires kind of flinging around in the distance, just a little ahead of you, in this massive generator that seems to be powered off. So now the step is how do we turn it back on?
I'm gonna go bash it with my bat.
So he steps away, walks over to the thing.
I've done this once or twice.
All right.
That's a 10.
Yeah. Just like before, Chad's way of doing things is, if it doesn't work, hit it. And as he does, you watch as it goes, and all the lights start to, as all the lights are coming on, and you can hear the alarm system kick on again. And at that moment, you can hear the announcements go back on of, breach in level 1, breach in level 2. Now, you guys now have the generator open. You guys are good to go there. You have the lab is technically active at the moment. So what's the next step? Are you guys heading towards the lab? Are you bracing yourselves in here and waiting for somebody to get here? What's your plan?
What did he tell us? Did he tell us to meet him back up there? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I think we're just going to the lab.
Yeah. Is there another way out, or do we have to fight our way back through the?
You gotta fight your way back, or you can wait and see if they can complete the serum and come to you. So it's your choice.
Is it? Can I look around and see if there's like a wrench or something I can use as a weapon?
Yeah, give me a chew bubblegum roll.
4. 3
And you
left. There's a
You
fail.
have 2 left.
3.
3 left? Yeah, no.
Okay.
You don't find nothing.
All right. Haven't you
Everything-
bubblegum now?
Yep, you got 2 bubblegum
Yeah,
now.
okay. At
Well,
least I get to eat.
if you want to open the
Alright.
door, I'm ready. I'm gonna grab one of the baseballs off of my my little crossbody
Yep.
thing, and I'm just gonna be ready to throw it up in the air and knock it towards a zombie.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna.
I'm going to open the door.
All right. So you unjar the hand axe and throw the door open, and as you do, Chad tosses the ball in the air and crack. Roll me your damage, Chad.
That's a 2, but I only have 1 gum.
Yeah, so it smacks the zombie in the face, but it doesn't seem to really like phase it as it barrels in. So the zombies, one is going to come after you, Chad. One's going to come after Jake. Zombie 1, that's a 7, so he's gonna get you, Chad. So he's gonna run straight at you and jump at like the bat, and you've got his mouth kind of sitting on the bat, and as he does, he scratches your he like pushes you against the wall, and you don't take a lot of damage, but you take enough to lose some bubble gum. All right, and then
My
Jake,
last piece.
7 again. Jake, this one is the force of the door. As you jumped out of the way, the zombie piles through. They throw the door open. You get hit by the door as it barrels in, going towards Chad. All right. So we are in initiative now.
All right.
I got a 2.
10.
What'd you get? A 10?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Both of you? So yeah, I know the zombies are gonna come both of you. First one's gonna go after Chad. 1, so he misses. Second one is a 10. This one's gonna go straight after Jake. As you get knocked against the wall after the door flies open, and it gives the zombie a chance to jump on you, and he's going to bite into your shoulder as well.
I'm going to go, why? Most Jake Peralta type voice I can.
Yeah. All right. So, whoever wants to go first is the 10.
Either one.
Chad, you can go first.
All right. As I get scratched yet again by another zombie. Oh, you messed up now. I'm pretty sober. I'm gonna shove him off me and just go for another headshot and decapitate this guy.
All right. Let's see how well you do
That's
that.
a 7.
7, and you have how many bubblegum
None.
left? So a 7 is definitely a large amount. And remember, this is a very how do I put this? Rules light game, so you can take out multiple creatures at the same time. So with the 7, you kind of do this large swing and knock 3 of them heads completely off as more of them are piling in. Jake, what are you doing?
To the zombie that just bit me, I'm going to go, how you like it? And I'm going to bite him back. That's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
You like bite him, and as you do, you kind of do one of these things, and instead of like just taking a chunk out of him, you literally pull his entire arm off, and then you grab the arm out of your mouth, and you smack him with it, and
Oh yeah.
his head flies off.
Like with the hand side, I just like
Yeah,
slap
yeah,
him
you
across.
slap him with it. All right, so we're gonna kind of push ourselves out of the basement and starting into the stairwell, trying to get to level 4 for the lab. I got an 8 this
I got
time.
3.
9.
9. All right, Chad, how are we clearing out some of these zombies?
Yep. I'm gonna wait until there's enough of them lined up, and I'm just gonna throw a fastball right through their face.
All right, like a lightning bolt for D&D.
That's a 6.
Yeah, no, you 6 of them just right in a row, just straight down the center, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads just knock off as these things all collapse at once. This zombie is going to, let's see, evens is going to be Chad, odds is going to be Jake. It's this the ninth or the seventh zombie in the road is going to jump over all of them and lunge at you, Chad. And he's going to actually lunge too high, where he catches the bottom of the stairwell above and just knocks his head off as he's jumping over the stairwell at you.
Perfect.
All right, so we're going to go again as you guys go up the stairs to level 2 at this point, getting up closer. I get a 6 this time.
1.
What's a 6 for me?
All right, so you guys can go first.
All right, I'm just gonna like yell as I just run and I charge through the door.
Just charge through the door.
I'm just running. I'm
Okay.
just yelling.
All right, are you hitting anybody in the process? Or are you just running?
I'm just running. I don't know what's
Okay,
up the
so
stairs,
give me a
but I'm just gonna
so
run.
give me a chew bubble gum.
Okay. That's a 9.
Yeah, you run, and for some reason you didn't notice this, but you run into the biggest zombie there, just straight up, boom, against the brick wall zombie right here. Chad, what are you gonna do to protect Jake?
Yep, I see him bump right into the chest of this big zombie, and I'm gonna be move, and I'm gonna throw a hand axe at this guy. That's a 1.
Yeah, you do, but it just kind of sticks into him as the zombie looks down
He's throwing
at
it.
Jake.
Suck.
And grabs both hands, like these giant hands, just against Jake. That's a 10. So yeah,
Oh.
he's just gonna.
Ooh.
You feel all of the weight of these two just dead arms just slam straight into you. But as you do, you hear the door above you kick open, and this pink mist just start to flow down from below as all of the zombies start to cough and moan and scream as they start to inhale this mist, and you can see their the color of their skin start to gain pigment, and their eyes, the glaze over their eyes start to kind of like almost fall away like scales, as they're just all laying there. Just, I wouldn't say they look dead, but they're breathing, you can see. And you can see the colonel standing up there. You all right?
I'm sober.
We can fix that.
I might need that too.
Hurry yourselves
My
up.
head hurts a lot.
It seems whatever you brought, it worked. And you are a hero to this city and potentially the entire world. Now let's take you back to where you said you came from. Let's figure out this whole subway thing.
That would be nice.
Sure.
And
I'm trying not
comes
to cry.
down. You see everybody else is kind of has these giant packs on. It looks like with this pink mist inside them, and there's 4 of them. And throughout the
Their names
rest
like
of-
Ray and Peter and Egon and Winston.
yeah, it looks like the Ghostbusters, truthfully. As they head to grab all of, they kind of round you up. They throw you guys in the back of what looks like an old, like 1960s Humvee, as you're barreling down the road in rundown, zombie-infested New York City.
Wait, we need to
and-
return the wheels.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the vehicle we came in on. We need to return that.
Fine. And he slams the brakes and heads back. Grab your wheels. Let's do this.
I'm gonna drive to Armand's.
Drive over to Armando's. All right. You pull up to the gate where the sliding doors are. the doors start to open. You can hear the chains moving. He goes, "You're back."
Yeah, we only damaged the front just a little bit, but the wheels are pristine.
No dents on the wheels, as promised.
Armando, he says there's no dents in the wheels. Armando says your payment is good.
All right, cool.
Excellent.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta ride.
You solved the puzzle?
Yeah, we got some sort of mist thing that's fixing everything. It's all great.
I'll tell Armando. Armando! They said they fixed it.
Yeah, we got this cool mist.
Armando says good.
One might say it's a Sierra mist. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. I like you guys. I'm glad I didn't have to take out your kneecaps.
Hey, me too. I need those kneecaps.
Another
Here.
dude took mine out already, so we're okay.
Here's a souvenir. And he grabs 2 of those metal pipes that are sitting in the corner and hands you both a metal pipe.
Nice.
Take it as a consolation present from Armando.
Sure.
And then
Thank you.
he takes the keys and gets in the vehicle, pulls it in, and shuts the door.
All right, back to the Humvee.
All right. Have you made up all of your promises now? Can we get back to this
I think
situation
so?
of you coming
good.
in from
Mhm.
the subway?
Unless we need to go find Subway Man.
Who is Subway Man?
It's the guy that we ran into when we got off the subway.
He was a quest giver.
Some random bro. I don't know, man. He let us take his weapons, though.
Interesting. Let's find out. Maybe we'll go speak with Subway Man, but I think we can just get you back to the subway and hopefully back to your people or wherever you came from. It's the least we can do for you saving everyone.
Yeah, I don't mind to go back to drinking with my bros.
And they take you back to the subway terminal. Inside the subway terminal, you've got Dos Bros set up with the street taco stand. You've got your 4 guys that you came with from the college sitting there drinking what looks like Mad Dog 2020 or 4040 out of paper bags. And a man that you thought might be the subway guy, he kind of gives off the same look, but he's got an entire 30s conductor outfit on, like from a train.
Okay.
All right, then.
My dog
So-
there?
What your dog is there?
Okay. We're
Yeah.
like, Mr. Charles Boyle, I'm so happy to see you.
He runs over and he's like, he's got his whole tail's waggling and his whole butt's wagging. He gets over to you. He says, and he just kind of nuzzles up next to you. And all you hear from Chad is, Chad,
Bros!
what's up, dude?
I'm sober!
We can't have that.
I know! I'm all out of booze, man!
That's okay. They got Dos Equis.
Dos Equis!
And he throws you a 40-ounce Dos Equis.
I just
Hey.
chugged the whole thing, just shotgun it.
The colonel kind of confused and looks around. He says, truly, thank you. I don't know where you all come from,
Me neither, man.
but hopefully we get you back to where you're from. And you can, as he says that, you can hear the terminal kind of, and you hear as a horn is heard in the tunnels as the tunnel. And the conductor looks over and he says, well, it's time to go.
Sure.
And he steps on and steps into as the thing comes to a stop, and all the bros run in with their Dos Equis and their random other sets of alcohol that they seem to have acquired from Dos Bros Tacos, and the two of you hop onto the train, and as the train pushes off, you can see as you look off into through the windows, the whole area just kind of blurs together until all you see is stonework as the train pulls through, and you hear, "Next stop, First Street, Manhattan."
I stop.
And as the doors open, you both go your separate ways. Chad continues the night of debauchery and drinking, and Jake goes back to his little apartment and pulls out what seems to be a crazy person's triangular string sheet as he's drawing lines and connecting dots, and he's got this whole thing against his wall as the two of you settle down for the evening after solving a puzzle that Jake thought was real. Chad still thinks possibly was just a long binger. The only thing that you both know is that that night was memorable. And that, my friends, is where we end our story of Kick Ass and Chew Bubblegum.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope everybody had a wonderful evening of nothing but improv, as nothing was prepared. If you enjoy this, please give us a holler, give us a follow. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. If you want to be a part of the community, or you want to be able to help with creating these goofy, wacky quests that we come up with on the fly, definitely hop into our Discord. And if you want to give us a little extra help financially, if you're able to, only if you can, think about giving us either a subscription here on Twitch, or better yet, hop over to our Patreon, where you can give us a small donation, and it helps us supply with new microphones and equipment, and it keeps the lights on and things like that. And it's a big appreciation to us. And it helps us out tremendously. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it. If you liked a specific spot, please clip it. We would love to see which spots are the funniest so we can share it with others. But until then, hopefully we see you guys all next week. If you are a game master or you are an aspiring game master and you want to have the ins and outs of a slew of us, Wednesday is our first roundtable, where it's going to be myself, Justine from Dungeon Bros. It's going to be Connor from Eldritch Buds, and Robert Walker from Dungeons, Dragons, and Psychology. And we're going to sit around and talk about tips and tricks on how to be a good dungeon master, how to create immersive and strong worlds, and how to make a great game. So if you're interested, that's on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully next week we get back to the Lord of the Rings. If not, stay tuned for another episode of Kick Ass and Chew Bubblegum. Until then, have a wonderful evening. Good night, guys.
Yep.